It's Cinemassacre's Monster Madness, Godzillathon. Godzilla vs. Gigan, oh boy, this one just tips the crap scale. It's a shit fest that has to be seen to be believed.
I think it stinks.
When it was released in the US, they changed the title to Godzilla on Monster Island, even though only a few seconds of the movie actually takes place on Monster Island. That's like calling Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom Indiana Jones in Shanghai. But even that's being generous. The plot concerns a comic book artist who's commissioned to work as a conceptual designer for a children's playground that's monster-themed. The main attraction is a tower that looks like Godzilla, but soon he finds out that this is the base for cockroaches from outer space, specifically the Space Hunter Nebula M who want to take over the world. Literally, they're cockroaches wearing human skin. The big drawback of this movie is that it takes a long time to get started. There's barely any monster action until at least 45 minutes in. Two jewels in outer space burst into flame and out come King Ghidorah and Gigan. It's like, thank God something's happening. Ghidorah looks really bad when he's flying. It looks like he's a stiff plastic model. If you're as big as a nerd as I am, you might be wondering how Ghidorah can be alive. Wasn't he killed at the end to destroy all monsters? Yeah, they stomped the shit out of him and put him in the ground. Well, you're even more of a nerd if you want to know the answer. Well, Destroy All Monsters took place in the future. This one we can assume is back in the present time, before Ghidorah was killed. So you might think including one of the best Godzilla villains would lift the presence of this awful movie, which he does, but lots of what we see is nothing but recycled footage from earlier Godzilla films. Even if the lighting doesn't match and that the Godzilla costume's different, it's shameless stock footage. At least we get to see Godzilla get blasted in the balls again. That's pretty funny. But let's talk about Gigan. For one of the worst Godzilla movies, he's actually one of the most interesting monsters ever seen. He's a weird thing. I don't even know how to describe it, but you can see for yourself. He's got metal hooks for hands and a buzzsaw on his chest. Oh, and by the way, the monsters are being controlled by the cockroaches. Oh, did you guess that already? Yeah, you're catching on. But the military sure doesn't catch on. When are they going to learn that planes can't kill giant monsters? It never worked before, so why would it work now? So Godzilla comes to save the day, and he brings with him sidekick Anguirus. And as if this movie hasn't already been pretty strange, the monsters start talking.
Hey, Godzilla! What do you want? Something funny going on. You better check. Oh, yeah. Hey, Aquila, come on. There's a lot of trouble ahead.
I have no clue what the hell they're saying. But I've heard that in the original Japanese version, you don't hear them speak. They're speech bubbles. Kind of fits the comic book theme, but what asshole decided that they needed to actually talk? The two monsters fight like a tag team match. Definitely the highlight of the film. But its repeated use of stock footage wears old, and so does the Godzilla costume. It's been used in so many films that you can actually see it falling apart. Look at the arms. I can deal with that. But would it have been too much trouble to keep the famous Godzilla roar from fucking up? You gotta be joking, what happened? Sounds like somebody playing with a record. And if that's not enough, Godzilla bleeds. Come on, Anguirus, don't step in the saw, you dumb shit. Oh, come on, was that necessary? 'Cause all the gratuitous bloodshed and swearing.
You're a hard bitch.
This one is a drastic change in pace from Godzilla's Revenge and Godzilla vs. the Smog Monster. Is it for kids, adults, or people on drugs? Yeah, people on drugs.